Jeff, Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me again today. Today I want to show you another part of my conversation with Chip Baker. Now, Chip Baker, he's a coach, he's an author, he's the creator of the Success Chronicles, and really, you'll understand it after you listen to him speak for a while. He's just an all-around awesome guy to talk with. He really has a lot of motivation, inspiration, and just a great character about him. I love my opportunities to visit with him and learn from him. So our conversation today, what it started as, is looking at if you've got an athlete or if you've got an employee or an entrepreneur that's in a slump, how do you pull them out of it? But the conversation kind of went another direction as we got going too. And there's some deep lessons in here that we were specifically talking about youth. But this is applicable to youth, it's applicable to adults, it's applicable to everybody. And talking about the things that we do today, how it's going to impact us in the future. And we talk about youth that because of their character and the things they chose to implement and do as youth, how it impacted them as they grew up and as they're in their adult situations and careers and whatnot. So listen here to our conversation, and then I'll be back with you in a minute.
Well, I think I'm an acronym guy, and I have an acronym for mindset, which helps with the thought processes. And for me, the acronym is LPOs, and the L is limits. Really, if you limit yourself, you limit yourself, right? So like the only person that can hold you back from achieving and doing and being whatever it is you want to do and be is, guess who? Oh wait, you, right? Like it's nothing standing between like you, iron opportunity, right? Between you and you achieving whatever it is you want to do or be. And then the P is possibilities. The possibilities are possible, right? Like, I told you a little bit about my background story, but I was raised, in a single parent home, and all of those things that you can look at as excuses,
Right. Yeah.
but what you have to do is choose to use those as your motivation, which helps you say, hey, we're not doing that anymore, or change the trajectory, right? And so, the possibilities are possible, just, whatever it is you want to be, like, an author, whoa, a podcaster, YouTube, whoa, like, yeah, it's possible, right? A coach, whoa, we talk like coach, that's a powerful word, right? Like,
Yeah.
whoa, and so it's possible. And then the O is opportunities. you know Opportunities bring opportunities. And I tell this story about, I mentioned to you earlier those people that were great in my life that made a difference that I wanted to be like. But there was one guy I mentioned, Mr. McDaniel. He's my elementary school principal. He's my little league baseball coach. He was one of the guys in my life that I wanted to grow up and be like. Right? When I grew up to be a big boy, I want to be Mr. McDaniel, right? And so, all I knew is growing up, is do right, treat people right, work hard, give your all to whatever you're doing. My mom made sure of that. But, Mr. McDaniel saw those traits in me growing up. I played 4 sports for 4 years in high school. Went to college, played college football at West Texas A&M University, and then when I graduated, of course, broke college student looking for a job, right? Uh, and I applied in the district where I currently am now, which is Conroe Independent School District. And little did I know, the principal that I was applying with, he knew Mr. McDaniel. I didn't know that, right? And so, he called us, Mr. McDaniel, and said, "Hey, I see this. I have this Chip Baker guy, applied for a job here at my school. What do you think about that guy?" Right? And Mr. McDaniel tells him, "Hey, he's a good dude. You need to give him an opportunity. You'll be glad to have him on your team." And he hired me, right? He gave me an opportunity for that job.
Awesome.
And not based on my qualifications, because that was my first job. I had no experience, right?
Right.
And there was a lot of people that was more experienced and more qualified than me. But he gave me that job because of what somebody else that he respected thought of me. So I got that job as a kid, right? Like
Yeah.
I got my first teaching and coaching job by the things that I did as a kid and how I carried myself, growing up, because he saw those things in me. And so that's why I say opportunities bring opportunities, with your mindset. When you are just showing up, just having a great attitude, and just giving your all today, then you're in the moment and you're aware of what's going on, and you are the best version of yourself today, right? And then you reflect at the end of the day, you hit the ground running tomorrow, and you do the same thing. Just show up, just have a great attitude, and just give your all. And when you do that every day, man, you stack those days, and every day is a good day. Then it becomes a great week. Then it becomes months, and you see where I'm going.
Absolutely.
But you stack those great days. And what happens when you're blessed to go see the big man? Not only will you have left a legacy, but you will have lived a legacy by your day-to-day actions.
That is awesome. That's incredible. And I love that, the lesson in that our youth today can learn.
Yeah.
That the things they're doing today have an impact on their future.
Big.
And the opportunity that was created for you from, like you said, when you were a kid.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Jeff, man. I get a little bit passionate about that. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I love it. And it actually reminded me of something. I remember when I was just entering middle school, and I remember listening to the football coach, because my dad was a teacher. I had the opportunity to be around the teachers and hear him talking. And I had one of my best friends, Dirk. His older brother, Bryce, was a great football player. And I remember listening to my dad and the football coach, Bernie. They were talking, and he says, I could set my watch on that Bryce Salmon. I know exactly when he walks into that gym and starts working out, I know what time it is. I can set my watch on. And that says a lot for a kid in middle school that's dedicated to a sport. And those are the things that carry on throughout your life. And you look at, I'm sure Coach Orr looked at that and respected that, and that respect carried on into adulthood for Bryce as well.
Oh man, and I think when you said that, the big word that comes up for me is consistency, right? And I think for me, if there's one thing that people can say about me after I'm gone, they can say that I was consistent. I really be proud of that, right?
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I want people to know what you're getting from Chip Baker, and people. I think I've done that. like the people that are around me, I strive to, with everything I got every day, not just by what I say, but by my actions. I strive to provide that consistency. I want people around me to know what they're getting from me, and like you said, like, I want to know they can depend on me. Like, if I tell them I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be there early and with a smile on my face, ready to go. It's go time, right? And so I think that's what it's all about. If we can get to consistency in our life, and the way we do that is by baby steps, young grasshopper, just baby steps. I mean, you just practice it every day. Just be in the moment every day. Do the bit. Don't worry about, yes, plan for the future and learn from the past. Yeah, you got to do that. But the secret sauce is the ability to be in the moment and enjoy the moment that you're blessed to have right now, right? Because time is really our only valuable commodity. Like this, we don't get this second, this moment today ever again in our life, ever. So like, why not go all in right now, and have a good time with Jeff today? Why not do that?
Hey, thanks, Chip. I appreciate that. I really do enjoy my conversations with Chip and the things that he shares with us. So I hope that you're able to get a lot out of that. And as he says, opportunities create opportunities. And, it's the things that we're doing today that are going to impact us in a huge way in the future, whether we're a youth or whether we're an adult. it has an impact on the things we do, on the way people see us, the opportunities that will be created for us. But thank you again, Chip, and make sure to go to YouTube, follow the Success Chronicles, and he's got some great stuff on there. And please visit me at jeffheggie.com. You can get my free momentum series there that'll help you figure out where you're going, gain some clarity, understand your why, and give you some direction to go. And also, if you're interested in talking about how some of these success strategies, how some of the mindset secrets are applicable to you, send me a DM or email me at jeff@jeffheggie.com. Say I'm interested, and we'll set up a free 45-minute strategy session. And I look forward to talking to you more. If this is something you've enjoyed, do me a favor, share it with at least one other person. Bring more people into our tribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow.